Hi everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. I've done a whole lot of videos about rule changes for this season. Today, we're going to talk about jumps. This is another significant change you want to be aware of if you're a skater, coach, or even a parent of a skater. Before I get into it, as a reminder, I am a PSA ranked and rated coach, but that does not make me an official spokesperson for US Figure Skating, the PSA, or the ISU. My interest is from a coaching standpoint. As a coach, I'm always responsible for knowing the rules of the sport so that I can work with my own skaters when developing their competitive programs. These rules may be interpreted differently. This is only my understanding of how the rules are applied. With all that out of the way, let's look at the new rules for jumps. 2 years ago, the definition of a jump sequence changed, and now it's changed again. Here's the definition as it currently stands. A jump sequence consists of 2 or 3 jumps of any number of revolutions, in which the second and or third jump is an axel type jump with a direct step from the landing curve of the first or second jump to the takeoff curve of the axel jump. One full revolution on the ice between the jumps. The free foot can touch on the ice, but without weight transfer. Keeps the element in the frame of the definition of a jump sequence. Jumps executed in a jump sequence receive their full value. That means you would have to perform a backward to forward outside mohawk from your landing position of one jump into a jump that takes off forward. This includes a waltz jump for the lower levels. It would be an axel for the higher levels. The big news is that jump sequences used to receive only 80% of the base value of all the jumps executed. Now, jump sequences receive 100% of the base value of all the jumps performed in the jump sequence. And you can now include 3 jumps in a sequence. This only applies to free skate, not the short program, where there may be up to 3 or 2 jump combinations and 1 jump sequence. In that case, 1 jump combination or jump sequence may consist of up to 3 jumps. The other 2, up to 2 jumps each. You can follow your axel jump with a toe loop, for example, and receive 100% credit for all 3 jumps in that sequence. Remember that you may not do a 3 jump combination if you do a 3 jump sequence and vice versa. And there can only be 1 jump sequence in a free program. If you were to execute 2 jump sequences in a program, only the first jump of the jump unit would count. If you were to have 2 or 3 jump sequences in your free skate, 2 of those sequences would only count as if they were solo jumps. So you're looking at putting in a lot of effort for little reward. Ensure that you're following the program requirements for your level. Check the scale of values and do the math to get the most points. Be strategic and work smarter. What is the difference between a jump combination and a sequence? In a jump combination, a jump's landing foot is the next jump's takeoff foot. 1 full revolution on the ice between the jumps. The free foot can touch on the ice, but without weight transfer. Keeps the element in the frame of the definition of a jump combination. The difference between a combination and a sequence is what happens after the landing of the jump that came before it. If you were to go right from the landing position into the next jump, and it's not an axel type jump, you have a combination. But if you go from your landing position into an axel style jump, you have a jump sequence. You can use Eulers in your combinations. When an Euler is used in combinations between 2 listed jumps, the Euler becomes a listed jump with the value that's indicated in the scale of values. A single Euler missing half a rotation or more will be considered downgraded. The judges will apply the reduction for a downgraded jump. Suppose a single Euler is missing less than a half revolution. In that case, it will not be considered as under-rotated or as landed on the quarter by the technical panel. If the single Euler is not clearly jumped or executed as a step over, the judges will apply a reduction in the GOE. If, in the opinion of the tech panel, the intended waltz jump or axel is used only as the preparation for the next jump, this waltz jump will not be called. The tech panel has the authority not to call a single jump that is more similar to a hop than a jump that results from a bad landing of the previous jump. The judges will reflect on the mistake in the grade of execution, or GOE. In combinations and sequences, all jumps with more than one revolution, except the last one, may be landed on either foot. If the skater lands the final jump on the wrong foot, the call will still be the executed jump, but the judges will reduce the GOE. Also, remember the bonuses. You get 10% bonus for jump elements after the halfway point of your program. That's for juveniles and up in the free skate. For junior and senior in the free skate, the last 3 jumping elements, and then the last jump in the short program, it still must be in the program's second half. If you have all 3 jumps in the first half of your junior short program, that last jump is not going to get a bonus. The US also has domestic jump bonuses. That can be a maximum of 1 point per element, depending on your level. This is the domestic jump bonus chart. It has been updated for this year, 2022 to 2023. The most important one is the juvenile bonus for each double axel, and 1 point bonus for a triple, so that a juvenile can get a maximum of 3 points bonus. In intermediate, you can get a maximum of 2 points of bonuses, 1 for each triple jump for the first 2 different triple jumps. Then you can get additional bonuses for other combinations, doing a double jump followed by a triple jump, or a double axel or a triple followed by a single jump. To qualify for a bonus in juvenile and intermediate, the jumps must be either fully rotated, landed on the quarter, or under-rotated. Jumps with edge attention are permissible. However, jumps that include wrong edge or downgrade cannot get bonus in juvenile and intermediate. In novice and junior, to receive a bonus, you must fully rotate or land your jumps on the quarter. Jumps can no longer be under-rotated in novice and junior to be eligible for a bonus. And jump elements that include an attention or wrong edge, under or downgrade, are also not available for bonus. The novice repertoire bonus, which is 4 different triple, or quadruple jumps, is still available. Those jumps cannot have wrong edge attention, under or downgrade to receive that extra bonus. The new jump GOE reductions, changes of edge in between a jump combo. This happens when a skater does a triple flip, single Euler with a change of edge on the landing of the Euler, and then executes a triple toe. The reduction of GOE is -1 to -2. In my opinion, that shouldn't count as a combination. It should not have a change of edge. They are now allowing it. The reduction is for poor takeoff. For example, a toe-assisted jump is taken off from the full blade. Think of a flip where it actually becomes a loop, or a toe loop that is actually a toe axel. The technical panel would likely downgrade that jump, but the judges are now instructed to also reduce the GOE by -1 to -2. Then touchdowns of the free foot in between jumps. The reduction in GOE is -1 to -2. What do you think of these rule changes? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. If you learned something from this video, please give it a like and share it with somebody else you think it could help. Just post it to your social media too. I post videos every week that can help you with your figure skating, your fitness, nutrition, and ultimately live a better life. So remember to subscribe and ring that bell so that you never miss a video. This is Aimée. Thank you for watching. I will see you real soon. Happy skating. Bye.